Welcome, fellow gardeners. Have you ever dreamed of harvesting your own juicy watermelon, even if you only have a small patio or balcony? Well, today, we're going to make that dream a reality. Growing watermelons in containers from seed is not only possible, but incredibly rewarding. The first step to success is selecting the correct watermelon variety. Not all watermelons are suited for container growing. Look for icebox or bush varieties. These are specifically bred to be more compact. Popular choices include Sugar Baby, Bush Sugar Baby, Melon Bush Jubilee, or New Hampshire Midget. These varieties produce smaller fruits and have a more manageable vine size. Always check the seed packet for information on mature plant size and fruit size. Starting your watermelon seeds indoors gives them a head start, especially in cooler climates. Begin about 3 to 4 weeks before your last expected frost date. Use a high-quality seed starting mix, which is light and well-draining. Plant seeds about ½ inch deep in individual peat pots or biodegradable seed starting cells. Watermelon seedlings dislike root disturbance, so these types of pots are ideal. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. Watermelon seeds germinate best in warm conditions, ideally between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. A heating mat can be very beneficial for consistent warmth. Provide plenty of light once seedlings emerge, either from a sunny window or grow lights. Once your seedlings have developed 2 to 3 true leaves and all danger of frost has passed, they are ready for their permanent home. This is a critical step for container-grown watermelons. Choose a very large container, at least 20 inches in diameter and depth. A 15-gallon container or larger is recommended for a single plant. Ensure your chosen container has excellent drainage holes at the bottom. Watermelons are heavy feeders and need plenty of room for their roots. Fill your large container with a high-quality potting mix that drains well, but also retains moisture. Carefully remove your seedling from its starting pot, disturbing the roots as little as possible. Plant it at the same depth it was growing previously. Watermelons are sun-loving plants and require a lot of light to produce sweet fruit. Choose a location that receives at least 8 to 10 hours of direct sunlight per day. The more sun, the better your harvest will be. Ensure the spot is also protected from strong winds, which can damage delicate vines and flowers. A sunny, sheltered patio or balcony corner is often ideal. Remember, containers can heat up quickly, so monitor soil temperature. Consistent watering is absolutely crucial for watermelons, especially when grown in containers. Container plants dry out much faster than those in the ground. Check the soil moisture daily and water deeply when the top inch or 2 feels dry. Avoid overhead watering, which can encourage fungal diseases. Instead, water at the base of the plant. As the fruits begin to ripen, you can slightly reduce watering to concentrate the sugars in the fruit, making them sweeter. Watermelons are heavy feeders and will quickly deplete nutrients in a container. Start with a balanced liquid fertilizer once your plant begins to vine. Follow the product's instructions for dilution and frequency. Once flowers appear and fruits begin to set, switch to a fertilizer higher in phosphorus and potassium. These nutrients support fruit development and sweetness. Continue fertilizing every 2 to 3 weeks throughout the growing season. Watermelons produce both male and female flowers. Male flowers typically appear first, followed by female flowers, which have a tiny swollen base that looks like a miniature fruit. For fruit to develop, pollen must be transferred from male to female flowers. If you don't see many bees or other pollinators visiting your plants, you may need to hand pollinate. Use a small paintbrush or cotton swab to gently collect pollen from a male flower. Then, transfer it to the stigma of a female flower. While bush varieties are more compact, watermelon vines can still sprawl. For container growing, providing support is highly recommended. A sturdy trellis or cage will help keep the vines off the ground and save space. As fruits develop, they can become quite heavy. You may need to create slings out of old pantyhose or fabric to support the individual fruits as they grow. This prevents the vines from breaking under the weight. Pruning can also help direct the plant's energy. Once a few fruits have set, you can pinch off any new flowers or small fruits to allow the plant to focus its energy on ripening the existing ones. This is especially useful for container plants. Container plants can still be susceptible to common watermelon pests like aphids, squash bugs, and cucumber beetles. Regularly inspect your plants for any signs of infestation. Early detection is key to effective management. For aphids, a strong spray of water or insecticidal soap can be effective. Hand-picking larger pests like squash bugs can also help. Ensure good air circulation around your plant to prevent fungal diseases like powdery mildew. If you notice powdery mildew, a solution of baking soda and water can sometimes help. Always use organic pest and disease control methods when possible. Healthy plants are more resistant to problems. Knowing when to harvest your watermelon is crucial for the best flavor. There are several indicators to look for. First, check the tendril closest to the fruit stem. When it dries and turns brown, the fruit is likely ripe. Another sign is the ground spot, the area where the watermelon rests on the soil. It should turn from white or pale green to a rich, creamy yellow. Finally, the classic thump test can be helpful. A ripe watermelon will produce a dull, hollow sound when thumped. Once you've determined your watermelon is ripe, use a sharp knife or pruners to cut the stem, leaving a small piece attached to the fruit. Enjoy your homegrown, sweet, and juicy watermelon. So don't hesitate to give it a try. The taste of a homegrown watermelon is incomparable. Happy gardening, and here's to your sweet success.